ready to reveal the legacy within you? At North Carolina Central University, aspirations turn into achievement. We grow and we lead, propelled by a rich history and a vision that never stops. From lectures to labs, from books to beats, we build tomorrow. Grit unites us. Ambition drives us. We take flight. Join us if you're prepared to soar. Be bold. Be successful. Be an eagle. North Carolina Central University, where purpose takes flight.
Good afternoon and welcome to NCCU Eagle Thought Leaders on the North Carolina Central University LinkedIn channel. Our goal is to share interesting research and applications developed by NCCU faculty. And today you're here with me. My name is Dr. Siobahn Grady, and I am the director for the Institute for Artificial Intelligence and Equity Research, an assistant professor and program director of information science in the School of Library and Information Sciences here at North Carolina Central University. I'll be speaking with you today about our institute, the Institute for Artificial Intelligence and Equity Research, and we will be together for about 30 minutes. And I encourage you to drop your questions in the chat, and at the end of today's session, I'll review the answers to those questions. So thank you all so much for joining today during your lunch break or wherever you are. And I hope that you will be enthusiastic about the presentation that I have for you today to talk about our institute. The first thing that I want you to do is to join the poll that I have on the screen. So today is not just about me talking to you about our institute, but it's about learning more about what you're interested in regards to our institute, and most importantly about artificial intelligence. So it's okay if you don't have that on the screen just yet, but you'll have more opportunities to actually plug in that poll later. So today I'm going to be discussing how our institute is going to advance AI innovation and equity, and I'm extremely excited about presenting this to you. This is how our setup will go for today. We're going to talk about how this is shaping AI and innovation, the role that equity plays in AI development, and the workforce pathways, how we can bridge that AI education into actual careers. And so this is our points of discussion for today that we'll discuss. So my first question for you that I have is, how do you see AI impacting your industry the most? Is it driving innovation or automating tasks, enhancing data-driven decisions, or are you not sure yet? And I'll just give you all about a moment or two to engage in this poll. All right, and I'll just give another moment or so. And again, this is anonymous, so none of this will be tracked back to you. But it looks like most of you here today are seeing that it's automating tasks, which is great, because when things are automated, sometimes that can help us be more productive in our day-to-day activity. And also, I see some are saying that it's driving innovation, which is also a great thing. We know that nothing stays the same. So when things change, that might be a win-win, but we also know that as things change, there may be some challenges or barriers that come to place afterwards. So I'm excited to share with you about the Institute, but I would be remiss if I didn't tell you a little bit about who I am today. The first thing that I want you to know is that I am no stranger to NCCU. I have been at NCCU 13 years. This marks 13 years, and I've been in the UNC system a bit longer. And so I have a vision for technology. I'm a big technologist, and I want to see it to be innovative, and I want to see it include all of humanity. With that being said, I'm committed to this. And one of the ways that I've been committed to doing this is serving as a role model for an initiative called the If Then Initiative. Um, I'm lucky to have a statue that's featured or was featured in the Smithsonian, and it now resides at North Carolina A&T State University. I'm also a three-time HBCU graduate, and I've also made several investments into all of the HBCUs in the UNC system by creating an endowed scholarship. So I actually believe in the cause, and so I am so proud to lead the Institute. And on my next slide, I'll share more with you why that I'm well positioned and poised to lead our Institute. I started a research lab that I call the LAIR, and it stands for the Laboratory for Artificial Intelligence and Equity Research. I started that when I came back to North Carolina Central University after obtaining my doctorate as a faculty member. And I created this research lab because, number one, my research area is in AI and machine learning. And I have other applications as well, such as human computer interaction. And also, I've done some work in STEM education and computer science education. My research lab was just a way to involve students in the cutting edge research that I was doing via my grants. And so through my research lab, I've been able to fund students, their tuition, and also by them receiving a stipend to work with me in doing research. They've been able to obtain publications, also go on to work on their doctorates as well as going on to the industry. And a lot of that is due to the mentorship that I've been able to give them. And I'm very proud of that. And through this research lab, we've been able to do some professional development, again, mentoring. And one other thing that I do that I'm very proud of is mentoring high school students. I do mentorship with the North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics right here in Durham. And so it's just a win-win for everyone. And through this research lab, I've been able to get several grants funded. And one of the grants that got funded was recently the Google AI grant. And so now we have an institute for artificial intelligence and equity research, which is great because the lab is just specifically in my school, but the institute serves the whole campus community. So let's talk a little bit about the rise of AI and why this matters. So we're going to look at the following things on the screen, but let me talk about these for just one moment. AI is transforming every industry. We see that in healthcare, cybersecurity, law, business, and also the social sciences. But in particular, here at North Carolina Central University, our institute actually will be catering specifically to those specific areas here on campus. Also, we know that there's challenges in AI adoption, and this is not new. There's always been challenges with technology adoption. But one of the reasons why, as I mentioned previously, whenever we have new technology, it changes the way we do things. And with AI specifically, we know that there's bias, and bias can be introduced at every stage, such as the data collection, the data population that you have, and also specifically when you're actually building your model, there may be bias in there as well. Also, accessibility issues, and also workforce readiness. And then lastly, why HBCUs must lead. We know, or I know, that particularly being a woman in STEM and a computer scientist, the field is not always as diverse as it should be. We know that when all voices are at the table, we make better solutions. And so it's important for HBCUs to be at the forefront and shown as leaders in this space as well, because we have wonderful talent. We have so much diversity, and AI is for everyone. And so we want to make sure that that is well known. So, our institute is a game changer. We are so proud of this institute. And by the way, we are getting a new building and it should be finished soon. And we'll definitely will have a ribbon cutting ceremony. But we're so proud of this institute and thank Google so much for providing us the $1 million to get this institute off the ground. This is the first AI institute at an HBCU of its kind. And so we don't take that number one position lightly, and we have so much to do, and we will accomplish all of our goals. Our mission is to advance AI with a focus on equity. Fairness is so important, and also we want to drive innovation. Our focus areas are, of course, ethical AI, making sure that we're using the technology ethically and also responsibly, AI for social good, and also AI in workforce development. So, my next question to you in the audience is, what is the biggest challenge in making AI more equitable? What do you all think is the biggest challenge? And I'll give you all one moment to lock in your poll results here. Okay. It looks like you all are saying addressing bias in AI models. And there are no wrong answers here, by the way. But I couldn't agree more. As I mentioned before, that bias is introduced at every stage. But we do need to address how bias might be going into these models and how we can mitigate that. I love also that you all are saying increasing transparency in decision making. That will be great. Expanding AI education and access is equally important, and also securing funding for under resource groups. All of these things are critical challenges that are currently at stake at AI and do need to be addressed. Thank you all for your participation. So when it comes to the research and innovation within the institute, one of the things that we first looked at with our institute is what is already currently happening on campus and how can we enhance the work that's going on. So we do have through our School of Law a Tech and Law Policy Center, and they're looking at doing social equity there. And so the institute will definitely partner with the School of Law to enhance the work that they're already doing to make more AI solutions available via the law school and also giving those under-resourced groups opportunities to have the right representation. Also working with our cybersecurity here at NCCU. We have a cybersecurity center and partnering with them because as we all know, cyber intrusions and so many other things are at stake here. And so we can partner and come up with great solutions that can mitigate those challenges. It's a great thing. We also have Bright here on campus. We have that biomanufacturing and health sciences. We want to partner and collaborate with that unit on campus to come up with great equitable solutions in AI as well. And then we also have a group that's doing some assistive technology work for people with disabilities. We want to make sure that we have that equity lens as well as we create solutions with AI for those technologies that can help those persons with disabilities. And again, our unique approach here is that number one, NCCU has been a leader in the Durham community. So we're community driven in the work that we're doing, and the Institute will involve the community in this work. So we're going to be looking to partner with our K through 12 schools and also host workshops for the community to come and engage and learn about AI. And that's what makes us special and unique. And also our cross-cutting collaboration, the fact that we have so many schools and colleges on campus that are doing great work, the Institute is going to help amplify that work as well. So my next question to you is, what is the biggest skill gap that you believe is happening when it comes to AI related careers? What is that biggest skill gap? And I'll give you a moment to lock in here. Okay. Ethics and responsible AI use. I couldn't agree more. The technology is there, but everyone isn't using it ethically nor responsibly. And so there's some educational or professional development that work that needs to happen there. Which leads me to our next point, which is workforce development. One of our most critical aims with our institute is looking at how we can prepare the next generation of technologists. We want to build that AI talent pipeline. So, one of our initiatives is to engage 200 students within the 2 years of this grant. And so we hope to do that through various ways, such as through hands on training or workshops in data science, AI ethics, and engineering. We also hope to engage with our industry partners for internships, mentorships through those industry and corporate partnerships. And through that, we want to actually create those pathways. So we've already have partnerships currently established. And by the way, the Institute began its work in January, and we've already created some partnerships. Of course, we have a partnership with Google. We have one with Cisco, OpenAI, FICO, and Anthropic. And I'll share a little bit more with you here shortly about what those partnerships have looked like and will continue to look like. And then we want to upskill a lot of our programming and our curriculum for students and also for our faculty, staff, and for the community. So let's talk a little bit about our current partnerships and collaborations and what that has looked like thus far. Believe it or not, even though we just started in January, we have came out of the gates running, or should I say, soaring, as eagles do, and we're very proud of that. We have one particular initiative right now that has really been a game changer for our campus, and I would say this AI Institute is a movement. So we are creating a movement on campus to get everybody prepared and ready and involved in the conversation. And one way that we're doing that is through our Lunch and Learn series that's called Eagle's Eye on Equity, AI Conversations Over Lunch. And the industry partners that you see here, except for the Museum of Life and Science, most of them will be coming to our campus to do a lunch and learn. So we kicked off that first lunch and learn with OpenAI, where they came to campus and we had conversations over lunch. It was a workshop about AI literacy, where they taught faculty, staff, and students about how to really harness the power of their system, ChatGPT, which was great. The following week, we had FICO come to campus and do the very same thing. They're also partnering with me in one of my courses and working with students. Their data scientists in particular are working with students to build AI and machine learning models. There'll be more to come about that, and there's been a press release through that. And then most recently, as of last weekend, the Institute, we actually went into the community. The Museum of Life and Science hosted an event. And by the way, happy Black History Month. If you haven't celebrated, please do so. But they hosted an event called Black Excellence in Science. And so myself and some students on campus and graduate students within my research lab, the layer, went to the Museum of Life and Science, and we conducted an AI activity or a computational thinking activity for the children there, where they actually were able to build a board game. And it was extremely fun and exciting. And so those are some of the ways that we're partnering and what these partnerships look like. And there will be more to come from all of them. And then also we're seeking additional funding. We're so grateful to Google for their investment of $1 million, but we are looking for the sustainability of the Institute and looking for other funding so that we can continue the great work that we're doing. So we'll be looking at, federal funding and seeing what grants we can apply for. And again, we have those great collaborations on campus where we'll be working together to ensure the Institute and its sustainability. So very exciting things. Now, when we think about the future of this Institute in AI, of course, more funding so that we can continue doing the work that we're doing, have more research initiatives. One initiative that we have outside of the Lunch and Learn is we actually also will be doing some seed grant funding, where we can fund faculty to do research in AI, and also that can help them bring students along with them. So that's something that will be released next month for faculty to apply for. Growing our student and faculty involvement. As I mentioned to you, this is a movement, and I want people to join us in this work that we're doing. And so there'll be many opportunities for students in particular to work in the Institute. There will be scholarship opportunities. And so, students, if you are joining us, be on the lookout for those that will start this fall. And I will be soliciting faculty involvement from all across campus to work on addressing some curriculum as well. So, the faculty, please be on the lookout for that. And then we want to continue to strengthen our AI workforce development. So, having certification programs, which we're working on right now, offering more workshops and online courses. And we'll continue to position ourselves as a national leader. And that will look like us reaching out to other HBCUs, but also reaching out to other universities that are right here so we can work together to do work in this area because AI isn't going anywhere. And we recognize that. With that being said, we're very excited here at NCCU, but what excites you the most about AI in the next 5 years? And I'll give you just a moment to lock in your poll results here. All right. As you all are doing that, I would say for me, everything that you see on the screen excites me. AI is a game changer, and we know that it's going to really continue to change every sector that there is. And so I see we have some that are saying AI for social good and equity. I'm glad you're excited about it. I am too. So I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to join us in this movement. For students, please reach out or seek opportunities for courses that will become available to you, research opportunities to work with faculty members on research, and also mentorship programs and opportunities. For any industry professionals that are watching, please partner with us. We're looking for you, especially because we're primed and well positioned. We're here in the Research Triangle Park. We would love to work with you. We would love to have you on campus and seek your inputs and also look for your investments into our institute. And then for any community leaders and policy leaders, for those who don't know, NCCU has already been a host for AI roundtables from Congresswomen Valerie Foushee and Deborah Ross. So we're already sought by leaders in this space for the work that we're doing at NCCU. And we want to continue to have that dialogue and conversations right here on our beloved campus. So please join us. I would like to thank all of you for joining today for NCCU's first Lunch and Learn LinkedIn series. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'll review them in the chat right now, but I will share with you that is the email where you can contact us. This is our website. And for those who are interested, we are on all social media platforms. Please follow us, and we will have a newsletter that will be dropping this Friday. So please stay connected and engage with us. And again, thank you all so much for your time and attention and joining us today for this live session. Okay, so I'm going to go to look and see if there are some questions here. Okay, so one of the questions was, what is the contact information? So you did see it on the screen as far as the email address, which is the AI Institute at nccu.edu. Please reach out. I'll be happy to engage with you further about your question. So please do that. And I welcome any questions that any of you have, or if you have collaboration, anything that you have. And I want to thank you all so much for this quick session, this quick 30-minute session. I hope that I've addressed your questions about what the Institute is looking to do, where we are. And I hope to see you when we have our ribbon cutting ceremony soon, where we can actually celebrate in person together. So thank you all so much. I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful rest of day. Happy Black History Month, happy Valentine's Day, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Embrace the bold. And get ready to reveal the legacy within you. At North Carolina Central University, aspirations turn into achievement. We grow and we lead, propelled by a rich history and a vision that never stops. From lectures to labs, from books to beats, we build tomorrow. Grit unites us. Ambition drives us. We take flight. Join us if you're prepared to soar. Be bold. Be successful. Be an eagle. North Carolina Central University, where purpose takes flight.